everyone, to This Week Astrology. We're going live now on Fridays as opposed to Mondays, so you have ample time to prepare for the week ahead. So I hope you enjoy this new time slot, and I think you'll find it advantageous. So you have the weekend to pre-pave, flow energy, plan your schedule, and make the most of just one small day. That's what we do here on This Week Astrology. So like today's Friday when we're taping, the moon is in Virgo today as well as on Sunday. And we are in the waxing moon phase cycle of our moon. So we're in the process of going from the new moon to the full moon, which we'll have on July 3rd. We'll have a full moon in Capricorn. So between now and July 3rd, we're drawing things in. We're looking at our intentions. We're setting goals. We're taking inspired action and nurturing, cultivating whatever we want to manifest. So keep that in mind. On Sunday, Sunday is the sun's day. It's a day that connects us to the eternal present moment. It's sun energy. It's Leo energy. So it's a day to enjoy your life and to bask in the feeling of being alive. Celebrate your life on Sunday. Maybe get some sunshine. That can be a lot of fun. And you'll have a Virgo moon on Sunday until 6:57 p.m. East. Then Luna will enter Libra. So you'll want to harness the Virgo moon through organized tasks and the Libra moon by cultivating relationships and your connections. Numerologically, Sunday is a 25. So 25 combines the energies of stability and progress too with adventure and curiosity. So Sunday will signify a journey of growth, adaptability, and balance. So do whatever you can to really balance that, especially with the moon in Libra later in the day. So balance is going to be a key word for Sunday. As for aspects, Mercury in Gemini will be squaring Neptune in Pisces. Now, a heads up, this aspect demands discernment. Neptune fuzzies things, it obfuscates things. So if you're not crystal clear on what's going on, you may want to hold off on making momentous decisions. You might not be seeing things clearly with this Neptunian square. You want to balance your logic with intuition, stay grounded, and be aware of deceptive influences, yours as well as other people's. Just keep that in mind. Hey, Regan, nice to see you. Happy Friday to you. Cat Stevens actually has this aspect in his chart. Cat Stevens, a Cancer, born on July 21st, 1948, British singer-songwriter known for his folk music. So you might want to listen to some Cat Stevens this weekend to prepare for that transit, that Mercury and Neptune square that we have going on. So keep that in mind. And then on Monday, Monday, of course, we're still under our waxing moon phase, but Monday is our first quarter moon. So under the first quarter moon, it's time to assess progress on your new moon goals, make adjustments, and stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. Embrace determination, perseverance, and adaptability. So reflect on your new moon goals, especially on Monday. See where you're at and make adjustments as necessary. Monday is the moon's day, the most sensitive Horus day of the week. So double down on your self-care on Monday. You might want to give yourself a little bit of a break on Monday. Do whatever you can to nurture your subconscious mind. So our lives are created by the words that we say to ourselves and the pictures that we paint in our heads. So make sure you're saying nice words to yourself, particularly on Monday, and paint pretty pictures in your brain under the moon's day. On Monday, the moon will be in Libra, which is good for harmonizing relationships, seeking fairness and balance, making diplomatic decisions, partnering, and socializing. So we have a nice, friendly, affable start to our week with the moon in Libra, which will be great. And numerologically, Monday will be a 26. And 26 represents diplomacy, cooperation, and nurturing partnerships, which coincides really well with our Libra moon that we have on Monday. It signifies harmonious interactions and balance between material and spiritual. And as you may know, Libra is all about balance, and 26, it being the 26th of June, well, that theme is further emphasized. As for aspects, Mars in Leo will be squaring Uranus in Taurus on Monday. So with this aspect, you want to channel your passion, embrace change with confidence, and express individuality. You also want to be grounded, stay grounded, but also bold. Patsy Cline, one of my favorites, had this aspect in her chart. She had Mars in Cancer square Uranus in Aries. And Patsy Cline was a Virgo. She had a Gemini rising, which made Mercury the ruler of her chart. And Mercury in her chart is in Leo. So she's very dramatic for a Virgo. And she also had her moon in Capricorn, which may explain why she was, walking after midnight out in the moonlight like they used to do. So maybe listen to some Patsy Cline on Monday to line up with that Mars and Leo square Uranus and Taurus aspect. That should be cool. It's always a good time to listen to Patsy Cline, that's for sure. Also, on Monday, Mercury is going to enter Cancer. So this is going to be pretty awesome. Mercury in Cancer is going to make our thinking more Cancerian. Our communications are going to thrive when we imbue the Cancerian energy, which means we should all prioritize emotional communication and connect deeply with loved ones. It's a time to nurture your introspection, to trust your intuition, and express feelings authentically. If only to yourself. You could journal, you could have conversations with yourself. You want to use Mercury in Cancer to enhance domestic harmony, seek emotional understanding, and engage in reflective writing or creative pursuits. That'll be really, really helpful when Mercury is in Cancer. And we're in great company. We're in great company with Mercury in Cancer. Kathleen Turner has Mercury in Cancer, which is really interesting, actually, because she seems a little bit more cold or removed, but she does. She is a Gemini. Kathleen Turner is a Gemini at 27 Gemini, so her sun is on the galactic axis, which probably accounts for her fame. She has Mercury in Cancer, Mars in Capricorn, but they're actually not square. Her Mercury is at 18 and her Mars is at 4 degrees. Lawrence Fishburne, who's a Leo, he has this aspect in his chart. He also has Mercury in Cancer, but he's a Leo, obviously. He looks like a lion. He also has his moon in Pisces and his Mars in Virgo, and I think that opposition really works for him. Also, Margot Robbie, she has Mercury in Cancer, and also Alex Trebek. Alex was a Cancerian son of Jeopardy fame. He had his moon in Pisces, and of course, he had a Virgo rising, which makes a lot of sense because he was so particular, right? And with Virgo rising, Mercury was the ruler of Alex Trebek's chart, which of course was in Cancer when he was born, where it will be for us from June 26th, Monday, until July 10th, 2023. So definitely tap into that Mercury in Cancer energy. Definitely be more sensitive to other people because people are going to be a little bit more touchy under this aspect. But it should be fine. Hey, Sonia, nice to see you. You're heading home from your last day of work until August? Well, that is awesome. That is a relief. Enjoy. Well deserved. Additionally, on Tuesday, the 27th of June, of course, we're in our waxing moon phase, so we're drawing things into our lives, right? Whatever it is that we're looking for, whatever it is that we want. Focus on what you want. Concentrate on what you want. We get what we focus on. There's no other main rule in the law of attraction. So don't dwell on anything you don't want to be true. That's why vision boards are so helpful, because you have front of mind exactly what you want to manifest, and that manifests. And Tuesday, your planetary ruler on Tuesday is Mars. Action-oriented Mars rules Tuesday. So Mars energy is really good for anything that requires extra courage, drive, and initiative. It's a day when we can get a lot done. And you will have your moon in Libra. So although you're getting a lot done because it's Mars's day, be sure to take time to relax, harmonize your surroundings, appreciate art and aesthetics for a soothing and rejuvenating experience. So we have a balance of energy. We have Mars because it's Tuesday, but we have Venus too because the moon will be in Libra. Numerologically, it'll be a 27, which embodies spiritual wisdom, intuition, and divine guidance. 27 symbolizes deep insight, compassion, and the ability to connect with higher realms. So that should be really, really cool. 27 is a number of completion, right? Because the cross sum of 27 is 9, the highest single digit number. So you might want to complete something as well on Tuesday. Like a bingo card! Complete a line, pattern, or full card and mark all your numbers and then yell out, bingo! Because it's National Bingo Day. The game first came to the US in the 1930s. I thought it had arrived earlier. I did not know that, but it's had a resurgence with online platforms. So maybe play some bingo on National Bingo Day. That kind of makes a lot of sense, wouldn't you say? And then yell bingo! And on Wednesday, the 28th of June, of course, we're drawing stuff in. We're drawing stuff into our lives because we're under the waxing moon phase. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. So you may want to pad your schedule with some extra wiggle room. You never know what might come up out of the blue on Mercury's day. It's a good day to multitask or to juggle multiple priorities. So think Gemini, right? Mercury rules Gemini, and Wednesday is a very Gemini day. Things might come up out of the blue, so keep that in mind. Give yourself some extra space. Your moon is going to be in Libra until 4:45 a.m. East. Then Luna will enter Scorpio. So you'll wake up on Wednesday with the moon in Scorpio. Keywords for Scorpio include intense, passionate, mysterious, transformative, determined, powerful, and loyal. Like their opposite sign, Taurus, Scorpios are very loyal. And numerologically, 28 on Wednesday represents ambition, success, and leadership. It signifies a blend of practicality and spiritual growth leading to excellence. So that's good. Scorpio moon 2 on Wednesday is great because Scorpio is very ambitious. I think actually Scorpio is more ambitious than Capricorn, as strange as that might sound. And I say that because Capricorn is risk averse, whereas Scorpio is very do or die. Like they don't have a problem dying for a cause, so to speak. As for aspects, the sun in Cancer will be trining Saturn in Pisces. So this is a really nice aspect that we have on Wednesday. Bring structure to your imaginative endeavors. Cultivate emotional stability, honor your traditions, and nurture your dreams. Sheena Easton has this aspect in her chart. I was looking at her picture, and I was like, a series of her pictures, and I'm like, this girl can work. Nobody can outwork this girl. That was my feeling. And then I ran her chart just because curiosity got the best of me. And what did I find? Well, I found out that Sheena Easton is a triple earth sign. Triple. And it looks like she almost has a grand earth trine in her chart, but she is a triple earth sign. Sun is in Taurus. She has a Virgo rising and a moon in Capricorn. So with her Virgo rising, Mercury is the ruler of her chart, and Mercury is in Aries, which makes perfect sense because she can work. That was my feeling when I saw her picture, and her chart backs it up. She's a really hard worker, and hard work for all of us on Wednesday is going to be a lot easier because the sun in Cancer will trine Saturn in Pisces. So it's going to be particularly good for imaginative work or creative work. So keep that in mind and listen to some Sheena. She's really great, amazing singer. And then on Thursday, the 29th, of course, we're still in our waxing moon phase. So we're drawing energy in. We're focusing on what we want. If you haven't created a vision board, do so. Do so this week. Your day's planetary ruler on Thursday is, of course, Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance. So it's time to think big and to doubt our limits. You want to make moves on Thursday to expand and grow. The moon will also be in Scorpio. So tap into your power for transformation, embrace introspection, explore your passions, and release what no longer serves you. Under the Scorpio moon, there's always some kind of death, some kind of letting go. It might be minor, but there's something you're probably going to let go of under the Scorpio moon. It might be a good thing, right? Say you're moving from, say, a dungeon to a palace. Well, even though obviously upgrading to a palace is better, you still have to mourn the dungeon that you may have grown accustomed to. So this is a really great time to mourn old paradigms, old stories, old constructs, your old constructs, self-constructs of who you were that didn't have what you wanted. Sometimes we get so used to not getting what it is that we want that we line up with that when really we need to line up with new paradigms. And this week with the Scorpio moon, it's going to be good for you to release those old patterns of behavior so you can manifest all your hopes, dreams, wishes, and goals. Numerologically, it's a 29. So 29 on Thursday is associated with diplomacy, intuition, and partnerships. It emphasizes the importance of balance, cooperation, and self-trust. Also, you got Mercury in Cancer making a harmonious trine to Saturn and Pisces. So Thursday is going to be a nice, flowy day. Because of this beautiful trine with taskmaster Saturn and communicator Mercury involved, you want to organize your thoughts and plans, creating a solid foundation for imaginative and compassionate expression. Just a heads up, Mercury will be in its shadow come August 3rd. So this week is a really, really good time to formulate plans for your summer, for your fall, just so you have that underway prior to Mercury in its shadow. So get a leg up on your big plans and enjoy this aspect. Fawns! The Fawns has this aspect in his chart. Henry Winkler. One day I'll tell you my Henry Winkler story. I met him. He's a gem. A gem! So maybe you watch some happy days, or at least make some happy days for yourself, especially on Thursday. It's a very happy day. And then on Friday, well, we're edging closer to our full moon in Capricorn. So again, make sure you have your eyes on the prize for the waxing moon phase that we're in. On Friday, Venus rules the day because Venus is ruled by, Friday is ruled by Venus, the planet of love. So you'll want to spread as much love around as possible. We should do that every day, of course, but particularly on Friday. And you also want to count your blessings for a few reasons. One, what we focus on grows. So when you focus on the abundance you have, you create more abundance, right? And it's sort of like that biblical expression, he who hath shall have more, and he who hath shall have what he has taken away, something along those lines. It's in Matthew. But essentially, by asserting what you have as abundant, you're going to attract more of it. So focus on what you have, focus on your blessings, and they will be fruitful and multiply. So keep that in mind. We also have on Friday, the moon in Scorpio until 10:59 a.m. East, at which point Luna will enter Sagittarius. So you want to use your Scorpio moon on Friday to heal emotionally. And then you want to use your Sagittarius moon to expand and grow. So the order of operations is typically this. Under the Scorpio moon, there's some kind of death, some kind of letting go, some kind of metamorphosis. So it's a mourning period usually, right? That's why Scorpios can be a little bit dark because they're always mourning something, so to speak. So if you have something that you're letting go of this week, well, you let it go under the Scorpio moon. And then when we have our Sagittarius moon, you see a rainbow and you say, okay, well, all right, this happened. Now what? And you'll be able to think beyond your current limitations and really look at life through a wider picture lens, because that's what Sagittarius helps us to do. Scorpio feels things to the nth degree. They're very, very intense, whereas Sagittarius is like, whatever. Where's the party? Where's the next trip I'm going on? So keep that in mind. It'll be really nice to have a nice weekend with the moon in Sagittarius. I always find that to be a super fun weekend and always a really nice treat. Numerologically on Friday, well, it's a 30. 30th of June. 30 combines the energies of 3 and 0, representing creativity, self-expression, optimism, spiritual growth via new joyous opportunities. So we have a really, really cool weekend ahead. The sun in Cancer will also conjunct Mercury in Cancer. So you want to communicate with emotional depth, connect authentically, and align your heart and mind. Marcel Proust, another Cancer, has this aspect, or had this aspect in his chart. The French writer known for his influential novel In Search of Lost Time, also known as Remembrance of Things Past. Proust's work is a very Cancerian. Proust's work explores themes of memory, which is a Cancerian thing, time, love, and societal norms. His writing style was characterized by intricate prose, deep introspection, and vivid descriptions. So maybe read some Proust. That would be great. Maybe his magnum opus, In Search of Lost Time. And now with Audible, you can, or even YouTube, I'm sure you could actually find some audio versions of his books on YouTube, and that could be great. A great way to handle your weekend, a nice start to your weekend, and also will help you to tap into that Cancerian energy. Also, on Friday, Neptune's going to retrograde. Oh, boy! So Neptune's going to retrograde in Pisces, and it's going to retrograde Friday the 30th until December 6th. So you want to focus during this period on inner spiritual growth. Dive deep into introspection, explore your dreams, and release illusions. Strengthen boundaries, practice discernment, and seek clarity in your relationships. You may also want to embrace artistic and creative outlets as channels for self-expression and healing. So this is going to be quite a cool aspect. You want to just remember those things that we do that are Neptunian that we shouldn't do, and those things that we should do. So Neptune dissolves boundaries, which can be good in a way, but usually with Neptune retrograde, we got to look at where we need better boundaries, right? It's a really good time to be mindful. So you may want to do yoga. You also may want to ground by putting your feet in the earth. I forget what they call that. Earthing they call that. So get your feet in the earth, feel some dirt with your toes, and also creativity. Like in this picture, isn't that cool? This picture over here on the far right-hand side, it's a woman with her hand and face covered by paint, but it also could be other things too. Like, it's very creative. And that's a really great use of Neptune retrograde in Pisces, to be very creative. So keep this in mind until December. You want to master that Neptunian energy. And then on Saturday, well, this is our final countdown of our waxing moon, because again, we have our full moon in Capricorn on the 3rd. So keep an eye on the prize, your eyes on the prize. Take inspired action and nurture and cultivate what you want to manifest. Saturday is ruled by Saturn, the planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility. So you want to have your ducks in a row by Saturday. The moon will be in Sagittarius on Saturday, and I suggest you get your ducks in a row prior to the moon in Sag on Saturday. So you can look at your ducks in a row on Saturday and say, look at my ducks, they're in a row, and then you can go on an adventure. Or you can explore a concept, or you can travel, either literally or figuratively. So Sagittarius isn't a great day to hunker down and get your tasks done. I mean, it can work that way, sure, but you might want to embody the spirit of adventure. So embrace adventure on Saturday, seek knowledge, explore new perspectives, practice optimism, gratitude, and trust your inner guidance for growth and understanding. And Saturday is a very, very cool day, actually, because it's the 1st of July. And number 1 represents new beginnings, individuality, leadership, and ambition. It encourages us to embrace our power and to take steps toward our goals. And that's doubly so with that moon in Sagittarius. As for aspects, Mercury and the sun in Cancer will sextile Jupiter in Taurus. So this is another beautiful aspect. You want to embrace expansive, heartfelt communications under this aspect and express your ideas with optimism and practicality. This will be really, really nice. Elvis Presley had this aspect in his chart. Of course, his Mercury and Sun were in Capricorn, and his Jupiter was in Scorpio. And you may want to listen to some Elvis to prepare you for our full moon in Capricorn, because Elvis was a Capricorn. And might want to listen to some Elvis, dance to some Elvis. Also, Nancy Sinatra actually has this aspect in her chart. It's interesting. She actually has Mercury and Cancer sextiling Jupiter in Taurus, the exact aspect she actually has, which is so funny, right? Because her big popular hit where these boots are made for walking and Taurus rules possessions. So she communicated about them. So it's there. Who says astrology isn't real? Clearly, those boots are made for walking. Nancy Sinatra even tells us that. So keep that in mind. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the new day that we're going live for this. I know that usually we have more people in the chat, but that's okay. That's okay. This way you get to look at this over the weekend if you wish and determine your week, make plans for your week. So thank you for watching and joining and watching the replay. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And of course, if you're looking for a reading or coaching or parties, I'm in Los Angeles, or classes, well, check out my website, psychicsun.com. All of my information is there. And it's all in the description for you. Oh, I'm really, really glad, Regan. That's really, really good. Now you're prepared for the week. Hey, Danny, nice to see you. Oh, okay. It's a Virgo moon. I understand you're not being chatty. But also, I have a nice little treat coming up. We have Learn Astrology with Lizzie. We have a class coming up. Finally, another class. It's going to be on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, July 5th to July 26th. So that's going to be fun. On the next Astrology of Crime, which will be next week, we'll talk about Lizzie Borden and whet your palate a little bit about this case, which really is the most fascinating case in history. And it's going to be an opportunity for you to learn astrology, forensic astrology, etc. So the link to that is in the description below and on my website. So enjoy your week, everyone. It was nice seeing everybody. I hope everyone has an awesome week, and I shall see you soon for sure. Take super good care.